Hi, I'm Evelyn, and I'm building my own tiny house. What did you do this last summer? Well, I remember having trouble with loads and loads of soaked insulation, and despite the temperature rising, it just wouldn't dry. So I made another dry closet. I'll be so happy when it doesn't smell like this anymore. This stuff, it's just awful. There's just some chemical smell coming from it, oozing from it, from every direction. It's just disgusting. It's just, every time I step in, it's like, oh, right, insulation. I'm pretty much looking forward to be done with this stuff. I know I'm not there yet, nowhere near there yet, but when this is finally out, that'll make such a difference. Not there yet, I know, not there yet. But you must keep dreaming, you know. If you don't emphasize what you want, then it's not going to get there. So I'm taking steps. Small steps sometimes big steps, and sometimes no steps at all. But you know, someday it'll smell nice here. And I remember making my first big mistake. That is apart from having a shipping container with insulation, of course. This is the first time I'm working with a grinder, and due to some misunderstanding of how this container was put together, I am doing here something that I shouldn't do. What I'm working on now is actually the skeleton of my house, and it's really, well, really cool to see where it's going to be. This is real. This is what stays. And not these, though. Not these. Ow. Did you just bit me? Honestly. Zero tolerance. So, what was I saying? Well, this will stay. This will be the skeleton of my house, and I've got plenty of ideas how to work around. You know, I wanted this to be as flat as possible to maximize the width of it all. And yeah, well, I will stay with a bit. I'm working around that. I've got plenty of ideas already, so it will be good. Somehow. At the end. I've got, yeah. I've got a workaround for what I want, and I think it's going to be really cool in the end. Just not yet. Not yet. I'm not there yet. And these are very sturdy. I need to work a way to get these out, because they're, well, one did, because the nails were out. It's just, it's amazing how it's made. It's really amazing. You've got this, you've got this, and that thing is just, it's just in between there. It's just this and then this, and this is holding it. Honestly, it's freaking amazing how sturdy that is. It's just like this. And once you got this out, it's easy to, but you know, to start to get this out, it's, I need some more power for that. I need to work out a way to do that. And yeah. In the meantime, more insulation. I also desperately wanted to start on the outside of the container with the outside actual skeleton, but it's dirty and I want to clean it first. And to clean it, I need to get some water on it, and you know, that means that all this stuff will get soaked again. And you know, I don't like that. I've had enough of wet insulation. So, because there are so many holes in the wall, I needed to get as much insulation out first. I know there might come some things I don't like, but this really is the number one right now, and I think it's going to stay there for a very long time. Oh yeah, and since it was summer, I've also been trying not to melt. It's really hot today. It's bloody hot now. It's bloody hot. It's really bloody hot. It's bloody hot. It's very hot. So hot. So I'd rather not work up there. And then another thing, it's way warmer on that side than it is there. So I'm trying to, get my mind around boring stuff, and whenever I'm not sure where I am and how much there is work still, I'm tricking my mind in it's only this next step, and then when I go back and I find out how much I've done already, I'm so happy. And in the end, everything needs to be done, no matter the order. It's just one big thing that still needs to be done. I was so happy when I was done with this wall. I thought, we're getting there. And some things are just more fun than others, I guess. And some parts are just more tough than others. Even with this, it's just very weird. Some pieces are just crumbling, and you only have to look at them before they fall off. And some pieces are just... they won't come off. It's sticky. Some pieces are still wet. Can you imagine? These are so thin, and still I just get one off and I just see water dripping down again. I'm like, no, not more water. There's walls over here that are still needing to dry, and even in this warmth, it's not dry. It's still not dry. I'm done with it, but I'm not done with it. I mean, I know that the finishing touch is taking the most time, but to get that inside wall to a standard that I can live with, I mean, literally, it's the inside wall of my house. It's so much work, it's taking so much time. But there is hope. In the next video I can finally get rid of all those bags with insulation and things are really starting to clear up for me. So I hope you really enjoyed this video and see you in the next one. Hi, we are Evie and Lynn, and actually we are the actual builders of this tiny house. Yeah. Hey, doesn't that make us the actual makers of this video too? Yeah, you could say that. So we can say whatever we want. Well, I've got an idea. Ooh. If you didn't like this video, don't like it. And if you can wait to see the next one, don't hit that notification bell icon thingy. And if you don't want to see how this adventure proceeds, don't subscribe. Also, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it in the comment section. But if you do want to help us, do like us. The video. Subscribe and let us know what we can do better. Yeah. See you in the next video.